Bada boop, bada boop, bada boop, bada boop. Sick. My friend got that for me. Welcome to the Master Prop List YouTube video. Video is going to go over the master prop sheet and kind of like a guide on what I'm expecting and everything like that, and a bit more disclaimers. You are not required to help me. This is if you want to, even help monetarily or with specific props, okay? Here's one perk about it though. You will be in the prop credits at the end of the pilot episode. To be honest, if you pick a long-lasting prop that we use throughout the show, you'll be in all of the prop section credits, okay? Let's cross our fingers if this does really well and I can make more episodes, which I have a lot of ideas, so please. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the spreadsheet really quick. I know, isn't it glorious? This is the first spreadsheet I've ever made, and it's color-coded. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, right off the bat, you will notice there are green, blue, purple, and red sections. You wouldn't notice the red sections unless I went down there. This is what they mean. The green is physical props. And by physical props, I mean they're physically in the world and we are using them. And then the blue sections are digital files. Now, that's not saying that we're not going to see the digital files in the actual world. We will. But those are for you. If the easiest way for you to participate in this show, and if you want to participate in props, it would probably be you doing a digital file. If you have any graphic design experience, any artistic experience, like Procreate or something like that, then you might be really interested in that section. I'll go further into that in a little bit. It's part of the video. Perishables are labeled in red. That's not really for you. For example, I need a croissant. I can't get a croissant until the day of shooting. Okay, that's why it says must be obtained day of shooting. Like fresh flowers, obviously I can't get till the day of shooting. There's stuff like that. Like I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's beforehand. And then there's physical and digital. This is kind of a combination of those two. Not kinda, it is. Like I need a pain relief medication, so someone will have to make the fake label for it and paste it on an Advil bottle. And I know what you're thinking, Katie, I'm looking at a lot of the stuff here, and a lot of them aren't weapons. Don't worry. There's a whole section for the Impala. Bro, what a challenge that was. This is kind of for like the more experienced prop makers. Is that the right word? Maybe the more like ambitious prop makers, if that makes any sense. I would say the easiest things to participate in if you have the experience are the digital files. And let's go like bit by bit into this. I'm not going to go over every single thing in this thing. That'd be insane. A lot of the ones that have like unique descriptions, I'm going to go over those. So overall, umbrella thing about this, these all have to be Y2K accurate, specifically 2005. You know, I actually did think about doing the show in like now times, but I thought that was really boring. So we're not doing that now. For example, digital watch, reading glasses. I did put simple, but I'll probably just put Y2K accurate in there as well. Samantha's water bottle, like we can't have her with an awala, you know. Tape recorder, flashlight. One of the most important ones, various cell phones. I think it'd be kind of epic if they had Motorola razors in different colors. I asked Jordan what color she thinks Samantha would have, and she said yellow, and I think Deanna would have a red one. That's just my opinion. And if you look in here, in the quantity section, we need at least 3 cell phones. But then there are also other physical ones on here that do have variations. Like Samantha's silver dagger has quantity of 2 and then a rubber stunt double. A lot of the weapons on here, I'm going to need a rubber double because they're going to be used a lot, especially for like action shots and everything, and they need to be able to be thrown around. You know what? I'm kind of flexible on that. If someone finds the silver dagger and they're like, I think this would be really good, then I could just mark this as one variation was labeled, and then I could take the dagger, make a mold, and do the rubber part myself. If you want to take on making the rubber double, even better, okay? Even better. I might go back on this, but for flashlights, we need at least 4. That's one of the ones that will probably be used throughout the show, obviously. And then if you have stuff lying around, like for example, these various cassettes, you want to part with them, which I'm not forcing you to part with them, and you want them in Deanna's cassette box, go for it. Obviously, it has to be 2005 accurate. And then obviously there's like plate, various towels, fake credit card. That one's gonna need a little bit more skill. I don't even know how to go about doing that. I mean, I probably could figure it out if I like did a Google search about it, but I haven't even looked. And look, it's labeled Lana Aframian. So stuff like that, you know, and a lot of the Impala props do have rubber stunt doubles. After going through this outrageous amount of shotguns we have, I would argue too much, even though I've been drastically dragged through the mud saying that to some of my mutuals online. There's no such thing as too many shotguns. As someone who has to acquire all these shotguns, it gets a little excessive. And if anyone says stuff like, oh, it's missing this thing and missing this thing, you have to think about what the Winchesters have in season 1, okay? They don't have, like, angel blades or the demon blade. They don't have those things. At least in the first episode, they don't have the demon blade. Do they have it at the end? I'm so tired. I love that would-be rosary, tool of the Lord. I just didn't feel right putting prop because I'm like, it's not
really a prop, I would say. It's a protection from, it's a Marian devotion.
So it's this tool of the Lord. A few of these things you can find on Etsy, and if you want to go ahead, purchase that, and then send it to me, I will pay for shipping costs, and then you'll still get contributed on the list, of course. I'm obviously gonna have to open a PO box. It's just more money. Just keep throwing more money in this. Okay, let's get into the digital files. We just went over the physical ones, like physical props. These are the digital ones. A lot of them would say custom fake label or like a specific like cafe label. If you are inept with even Canva and you design a really cool one that I like, then Bob's your uncle. Do with you what you will. And there's some even more complicated like digital files that I would need that I can go ahead and print. Like we do need a case file. A lot of those are labeled requires further creative discussion with creator custom graphics experience. I need to go over those things with you, even if it's by email or Discord, of like what I'm looking for. That would also require you to maybe sign something to not talk about. You can't leak any of the episode stuff, okay? Bad, stinky bad. I'm just a girl. But that's like stuff where I'm like, I want to say this, I want it to have these photos, I want it to like have this headline or stuff like that. Also, it says various prop fake IDs. You obviously need pictures of me and Jordan. So then, like, if someone claims that, I'm gonna have to be like, hey, Jordan, time to take a mug shot at home. Not a mug shot. No, that's later. Like you have to take an ID photo. So like again, you'd have to reach out to me, and DMs is probably the best way to reach me at this point. And stuff also like fake newspapers. I need them in the correct format to make newspaper. Yeah, and that requires further discussion, obviously, because I'm like, I need these specific headlines. I need it to be in this specific format so I can print it properly. Stuff like that. John Winchester's case notes. This is stuff that's like, you know, going on the wall of a motel. But other stuff that's really simple, like fake syrup bottle, custom fake label, make some fake syrup brand, and Bob's your uncle again. Purple dog. Let me go check on them really quick. Okay, sorry about that. They were upset that the neighbors are in their yard when they're allowed to be. So that basically covers this section. Obviously, the Impala, like I said, is going to be a little more hands-on, like big project. If I don't get all of these things, it's not the end of the world. Okay, there are a couple abbreviations I also want to put. It says character accurate a couple places on here, like Samantha's water bottle, or sorry, Samantha's duffel, like it says on Samantha's duffel, character accurate. Don't get Samantha like a crazy military duffel bag. I mean, for Deanna you probably could do that because I have Deanna's duffel later on here. But there's stuff like that. Like, I should put it on here, but Samantha's water bottle. Maybe find some stickers that you think Samantha would like and stuff like that and put them on there. And don't send me weapons. Don't send me real weapons. This is the biggest disclaimer, actually. Do not send me real weapons. I need non-firing prop weapons if you do that. please don't send me. Even if you want to go ahead and you have one of the weapons on this list and that needs a rubber double, and you want to make the mold from your own weapon and only send me the rubber double, that's even better. I'm going to go ahead and release these, and they're going to be in the link tree under prop master sheet or master list. And yeah, reach out to me. And so we can form a discussion, especially for the stuff that needs further creative discussion. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm so excited. Props need to be done or obtained by October. So, and then I'm gonna have to have various check-ins with these people, maybe once or twice a month, to check on the status of the props, especially depending on how strenuous it is to make the prop or obtain it. Or if you're sending it to me, I'm gonna need like the confirmation number or the tracking number or stuff like that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, go ahead and watch the first episode of my Resident Evil series. That's epic. Those videos actually really help bring up the watch hours on the channel, so I can go ahead and monetize it and then put that money back into the project. I'm actually going to record in the next hour for part 2 of that video. Watch it on your lunch break. Watch it whenever. Okay? Bye.